we need to have that experience in the city,
Sure.
like the balance, and then come to the mountains. I start to connect with different tribes or communities in Ecuador, most than in Colombia.
So did you go to the doctor at all or no?
No, I never. I find Vilcabamba, and I say, okay, 2 months here, and then I go to continue to Patagonia. But you know this place.
Sort of everything has an underlying meaning or an underlying cause that if you understand like how to read that or how to like interpret, what's taking place. There's a lot of power in that. For such a like rural, slow-paced town, it's very intense, the energy. Your life for me it's such a testament to just like surrendering and letting go and just allowing yourself to be guided and led, and one thing will lead to another.
I understood that the medicine is everything, not just the plants, no? It's like we have this conversation is medicine.
Yeah.
Like we have beautiful dance is medicine as well, to drink one tea.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Jesse, joined today by Daniel Picon Lagos. Took me a little while to get that right. Thank you. And before I introduce Daniel, I'll just kind of say a little bit of what I know and how I know Daniel and why I wanted to interview him. So probably, gosh, it has to be probably 5-6 years ago maybe. I had contacted Daniel to go to his these workout groups, kind of like sort of not really CrossFit, like circuit training workout groups that he had. Daniel is, as you can see, an individual takes care of his body and, and likes to work out. And I got to know you just a little bit then, but Daniel's got a really cool vibe. You see him kind of like rolling around on his motorcycle. He's always smiling. He seems happy and relaxed, and just kind of brings a good vibe to Vilca. Then I saw that you were traveling for a while, so Daniel was posting these amazing pictures on Facebook of his travels, and it looked like all over Europe and different places. Really beautiful. I'm sure you had some amazing experiences there. And then has made his way back to Vilcabamba. And so, I just wanted to bring him on and just hear a little bit about his life story and what he makes of Vilcabamba and this place and some of his travels. So thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Too.
So let's just start with the basics, where you're from, where you grew up, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so I grew up in Colombia. I'm from Colombia, actually. And yeah, so I spent a lot of time there in Colombia, and then I started to feel like something to go up, to explore the world, And yeah, that was like a long journey to take the decision to go out. And then I feel something to do it, like I need to do this, and I start to travel for South America. And after that, I find this place after like 1 year and a half, like to travel in Ecuador.
Did you, in Colombia, were you from the city, from the country?
I'm from the city. I'm from Bucaramanga.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know Colombia well at all, but yeah.
It's like Oriente.
Okay. So like the
Oriente.
Amazonian region. Cool.
So
okay.
Close to Amazonian, but no, like it's more close to Venezuela.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was life like there growing up?
Wow, grow up in the cities, like, spend a lot of time with noises and different people. It's beautiful, actually. But my mother is from the town. She grew up in the town, like close to Bucaramanga. And I don't know, but I feel like this connection with the mountain, with the, go outside. But the city was amazing. For me, it's like we need to have that experience in the city,
Sure.
like the balance, and then come to the mountains and start to like.
So is that area, you mentioned it's El Oriente, so is that like hot and humid or not too much, or?
Actually, no, it's so humid. It's like 20, 22 and to 28 degrees.
So comfortable, very
Yeah, it's
comfortable.
comfortable.
Yeah, almost like this climate.
Almost, but it's hotter.
A little hotter. Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
hotter than here.
Yeah. Okay. So how old were you when you left to go travel and start that whole journey?
How old me was?
Cuando fuiste de Colombia para viajar, how old were you?
Yeah, I was 27, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what were you looking for?
Oh, that was beautiful question. Yeah, because I looking for medicine, like plant medicine,
Ah.
and I start to connect with different like tribes or communities in Ecuador, most than in Colombia. Like that was beautiful because my carrera, how did you say, like
Your career.
my career was like 10 years for like a finalizarla.
So 10 more years you needed?
Yeah, like the
Or
normal
you?
is 5 years, no?
Okay.
And I took me like 5 years more, like 10 years
It took
finally.
you 10 years to get your degree, you mean?
Yeah,
Okay. Got
exactly.
it. Got it.
And when I finish that, I take my backpack and say, okay, I'm going. So that was like a few months after the degree.
Yeah.
And yeah, I start to connect with the medicine and explore more with this.
So medicine, are you talking about things like San Pedro, ayahuasca, or are you talking about other stuff, or what?
Yeah, more like that ones, but also medicine like plants
Yeah.
to help more like flu, something like
Yeah,
that.
some of that ancestral
Yeah,
medicine,
that's it.
the plants. Yeah, that's beautiful. So you were sort of traveling around to different tribes and learning, or what?
Yeah, because so I made like a plan. Like okay, I'm going to Patagonia. That was my first idea.
Cool.
And after cross the border, I fell down to one mountain and I broken my joints. And I started to change my travel, to change everything. And I needed to go to the Amazon here, to the jungle, donde un curandero.
So that's like a healer, basically, like a
Exactly.
traditional Western medicine healer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was beautiful because my intention was that, and I started to connect with that people for broken my joints. And
Did you have a broken bone, or what do you mean, like the?
like all the joints in my
Yeah.
ankles, in both sides. So
What, you
when I
tore
yeah,
ligaments or
when I
something?
fall to the mountain, I start to tack tack tack, and my foot was like I don't know, so big.
Okay. All right. Wow. So did you go to the doctor at all, or no?
No, I never.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
I thinking
Okay.
about that because I start like 15 days before my travel and say, hey, no, I need to take more time, and I know like the doctor going to tell me like, you need to wait or come back to your house and blah blah blah. I say no, I'm going with my foot like
Well, it's
that.
it's interesting too that you were seeking out the medicine and then you had that happen on your way basically. So it's almost give you extra motivation to go, and
Exactly.
that's really cool. Okay. Continue.
And yeah, and after that, I start to find more people medicine. But for me, I thought that all that happened for broken my ankles, And I start to travel around Ecuador. I travel a lot in Ecuador, a lot, like 1 year and a half. And then I find Vilcabamba. And I say, okay, 2 months here, and then I go to continue to Patagonia. But this place,
It grabs you sometimes.
the
Yeah.
people say Vilcabamba, so.
Velcro. I learned that recently. I
Yeah.
had never heard that until like a month ago. But Velcro Bamba, yeah.
In Spanish, we said Vilcatrampa.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Te atrapa.
Okay, so that was when? What year was that? When did you first get here?
That was in 2020 after pandemia, in pandemia actually,
During 2020.
2020,
Okay.
during pandemic.
Okay, and then you were here until what, like 2023 or something?
Yeah, that was, this year is 2024.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been here until 2023 until May.
Okay.
And then I leave.
So more than around 3 years, and then a year out of the country, and then back.
Yeah,
Okay.
1 year around
So
outside.
I definitely. Well, let's see. I do want to get into your travels, but since we're on Vilcabamba now, let's just talk about that. Like, what do you make of this place? Like, what do you make of this little? I mean, it's a small town, in the Andes Mountains, but it's so unique. Like, it's so
Yeah.
different than any other. There's hundreds or if thousands even of small towns in the Andes Mountains in this country and others. But there's only one Vilcabamba. Like, what do you make of this place?
When you said what are you making it like a,
Like ¿qué opinas? Like
yeah, so
like
wow, it's beautiful. I say like we have in one burbuja bubble, no,
bubble, yeah.
and this is unique for me. It's like a travel. I continue my travel because it's a lot of people. I don't know, like
Right.
more than 60 nationalities living here.
More than 60 nationalities, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so for me, it's like a travel. I love to travel, I love to change the culture, to know more. And it's the same here with the people, like you start to talking with different person, and everyone have different ideas. That's the other point. Everyone have different philosophies. It's one like just one, no, in the city or in other towns or wherever, it's just like one philosophy,
Right.
and it's like this. But here is so many philosophies. So can I travel around the philosophies, and can I feel it, the philosophies, and yeah, that make me feel like alive, So for me, this place is unique. So for now,
Yeah. What and so you're kind of, I mean, you're a personal trainer. What was, just out of curiosity, as you said, tu carrera, you're a degree. What was that in?
it
Was that
was
anything?
so different.
Yeah.
In engineering industry,
Industrial engineering.
that's it.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
for that.
Have you ever done anything like that at
No,
all?
no, never.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was 10
I
years
mean,
for that.
plant medicine will change, can shift those things a little bit. So,
Yeah, but the engineer make me more like open mind. Like,
mm,
I mean, like, can I think more? Like, can I see more like this? Like a cuadrados, cuadriculado.
yeah, like in a box or in a
Yeah,
in a square.
but
Yeah.
also can I see more outside? So I have two ideas, and that's amazing, no? Because can I think in like more engineer, like okay, I need to put this, I need to put this, I need to put this, but also I need to surrender and I need to flow in
Right.
with this. That's
Sort of that masculine, feminine, also. No,
yeah.
I mean, it was interesting for me because we don't know each other well, but like it was interesting for me when I was exchanging messages with you. You're not your typical like Latin American sort of hippie, like the way you communicate, right? You were like punctual, and I can do it at this time and on this day, and I'm thinking like, huh, that's different. Like that's not what I was expecting necessarily from the guy with the tattoos and the earring and rolling around your motorcycle, Vilcabamba. So it makes sense, the sort of, you have the engineering sort of like that
Yeah.
piece along with sort of the more spiritual, more, plants and all that kind of stuff. So
And also Capricorn, like
a what?
Capricorn, like
Oh, you're Capricorn. Oh, right. Okay. So that's very interesting. My yeah, so my business partner and best friend is a Capricorn.
okay, yeah,
And that he's great with this. I'm Scorpio. I'm like,
I love
so
it.
it's very interesting
Nice balance.
dynamic. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, let's actually then jump back for a few minutes. I want to hear a little bit more about some of what you saw when you were traveling in Ecuador. What were some of your experiences like with some of those tribes, or what was some of the coolest stuff you learned, or like just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so that was like almost 3 years and a half, I think so. And like my medicine travel started in Tena, Misawaji. That was my first
So Tena is in the Orient. It's like
jungle.
maybe halfway north to south, somewhere in the middle. Beautiful area like Tena, Puyo,
Yeah,
Macas, like that whole area. Okay.
that's the jungle, just jungle,
Yeah.
no? I live in there for 2 months, and I share a lot with the curandero, and he teach me a lot about ayahuasca, about healing my body, with different plants, and also the barro, barro.
Yeah, mud is the translation, but I don't know how you mean that.
Yeah, the barro is, yeah, it's like a tierra, but is from the jungle, from the river, from the jungle, and he put me the barro, and the barro started to work just for itself. And after that, I learned a lot with him, and I take the decision to continue my travel. So after that, I went to Baño de Agua Santa.
Okay, so that's the baños in the Orient. So this is an area that has it's like water sports and adventure sports, and I think they call it the floating city. I think because it's kind of moves or something. I'm not really clear about that,
It's
but
small, but it's a lot of people there, like foreigner people there as well,
yeah,
and there is a lot of extreme sports, like
yeah,
deportes extremos,
yeah, extreme sport, yeah,
and yeah, so it's other part that I said I wanna live in here,
yeah,
but it's beautiful because it's small and it's a lot of mountain around, but I don't know, like I don't feel so very well, like okay, I need to continue because also that part we have the Tungurahua is the
yeah.
volcán Tungurahua
Further north, right?
from the north,
Yeah.
and I find that other people from Colombia that they teach me other different things with the medicine. That was beautiful. Like I start to connect with the people after the jungle.
So sorry, just really quick. So the curandero in Tena,
Yeah,
is that what how you healed the ankle?
yeah,
Okay.
for sure. He
And
helped
you
me.
think the mud was a big part of it? The
Yeah,
the earth.
yeah. In Tena, me pasaron muchas cosas,
A lot
like
of things happened, yeah.
yeah. With my body, that was so strange. Like one day, I remember when I start to like ronchas, roncha, like
No.
when the mosquitoes bite
Yeah.
you, in all my body, my face. And the curandero looked at me and he told me like, "¿Qué hiciste?" No,
What did you do?
what are
Yeah.
you doing? And
Yeah.
saying nothing, just I'm walking in the jungle. And he cleaned my body with one plant
Yeah.
and also with punta.
Yeah, that's a very powerful alcohol,
Yeah.
usually made from sugar cane.
And I went to sleep. I sleep like a baby, and the other day wake up with all my skin so nice.
Yeah.
So that was other like a wow. This works. This plant works, no?
Yeah.
So that made me more take like a fuerza,
Strength or
strength to
yeah.
my travel. And I think that connect more with my intention and with the people that I start to connect because also I travel with couch surfing and that helped me to
Oh,
connect with
couch surfing, yeah.
with the people in the countries.
What an amazing experience. It's interesting too, like those lineages and those traditions that still have those connections to sort of ancient knowledge and wisdom and earth knowledge and wisdom and all that stuff. It's like they work on very subtle levels a lot of times, but if you tune in and you pay attention, it's like they take information from everything and then know, they like it means something and they know what to do with it. It's
Yeah.
really like it's really, yeah, it's sort of, sort of everything has an underlying meaning or an underlying cause that you if you understand like how to read that or how to like interpret, what's taking place. There's a lot of power in that.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you left Tena, you went to Baños.
And then I went to La Tacunga.
Atacunga.
In that place, I find two guys, two beautiful guys. One guy of them, he was so young, but it's beautiful because here in Ecuador, I never knew that, but here in Ecuador, there is one carrera universitaria that is study for shaman.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Wow. Really? They have a college degree for shamanism. That's amazing. Okay.
They teach all about plants,
Yeah.
all about incluso San Pedro, ayahuasca, all about that.
Really?
And the
Oh, that's
young
so
guy
cool.
studied that. He made the temazcal and everything. And
That's a sweat lodge.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also I connect with them. So he teach me a lot of things, and we live in so close to the Cotopaxi
The volcano.
volcano.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Cotopaxi, and the other the Chimborazo. Excuse me.
Chimborazo, yeah.
That is not volcano. It's like
Oh, it's not.
Nevado.
Ah.
Chimborazo is Nevado. Cotopaxi is volcano.
Oh, okay.
And we live in
Oh, I
so
didn't know that.
close to the Chimborazo. So that was my first time that I conocí el hielo, la nieve, no, you know.
That you got to know snow and ice. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was so powerful, like place, you know, so powerful place. And after that, I crossed all the country, like in the middle of the country, to cross to the spondylus, you know, like the ruta spondylus.
Yeah, but that's more.
That
Is
is
that the middle or on the coast? I
That's
forget.
in the coast.
That's on the
Yeah,
coast.
because
Yeah.
I've been almost in the Orient, and then I crossed like the middle,
Yeah.
you know, and then I went to the coast.
Okay.
And there,
Did you cross the road that goes across Baños?
after Baños, that was in La Tacunga, and
Okay, so
then
further north you crossed, like more
yeah,
towards Quito, basically.
yeah, a little
Like
bit
through Santo
more
Domingo or
down,
something.
more down,
Okay.
because there is other road over there, like
Okay.
for Quilotoa, that is other like a crater,
Okay.
big
Is
lake,
that more like Ambato area to cross through,
almost like that.
or
Yeah,
further south? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, almost like that.
Okay, and then to the coast.
And then to the coast and I ride to Manta.
Okay,
And
that's different.
yeah, it's different. But I've been in Manta just 2 days because I don't know,
Uh,
with the cities that was like
you weren't used to that, yeah.
yeah. In Quito I've been just 4 hours actually.
Yeah.
And after that I went to Santa Marianita, that is
Uh-huh.
a small town,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful town.
Kite surfing.
I learned to kite surfing there.
Yeah.
That was awesome
Oh, you
experience.
did it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there a lot of time, and then 1 month before to pandemic,
Uh-huh.
I start to feel something again, like I need to leave from here. I don't know
Yeah.
why I need to leave. And like my boss, because I worked there like in the hostel for like 4 months, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
He told me like, okay, go to other place to just to breathe a little bit and then come back and take the decision
Mm-hmm.
if you want to leave or not.
It's good advice.
Yeah, and then I continue a little bit with my travel, and I find a Yampe. That is
Sure.
other beautiful place that also the people call Atrampe.
And
And
just really quick on that. So Manta is kind of in the middle from north to south.
yeah,
They call it the Miami of Ecuador. It's nothing like Miami, but it's sort of a faster paced but small city. Great food. It's right on the water. Great weather, although it can be hot. Great weather for me. I like hot. But and then Ayampe is a small town, probably an hour and a half or 2 hours or
2 hours.
something like that further south. It's a little bit kind of has Vilcabamba vibes, like for the coast a bit. There's some similarities. Like a lot of people here vacation in Ayampe, for example.
Yeah.
Very cool little town. Also a little bit unique for some of the towns on the coast because there's hundreds of little fishing villages.
Yeah.
But Ayampe is a little different. Like
Yeah.
Ayampe has a little bit of a different flavor. So, anyways, okay. So you're in Ayampe.
I find a Yampe. I stay there like 2 days. I come back to Santa Marianita. I say to my boss, okay, yeah, I take the decision. Ayampe was other place that I connect a lot with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And 1 month after, I take the bus. I ride in Ayampe, and 1 day after, I started the pandemic. So
Wow. So that's nice. You were guided. That was great.
yeah, and that was awesome because I ride.
You arrived. Yeah.
I ride in other hostel to work,
Mhm.
like voluntary.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me like, what I'm going to do, you know, it's like everything is closed. So when pandemic start,
Right.
there is no like tourists, and,
Right.
and I look in and say, I don't know, I can do whatever, what we need to do. And he told me like, okay, we made a huerta,
Yeah.
you know,
A garden.
a
like
garden.
yeah.
You can help with that, and say for sure, I
Yeah.
can help with that. And I start to help with that.
So you got right back to the plants. That's,
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah.
that was awesome. And the most beautiful thing that he was other like a shaman guy because he
Okay.
made temazcal.
Sweat lodge.
Every Saturday we make temazcal
Oh, that's brutal.
because it started, you know, like the idea that we need to clean because I started the pandemic and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
temazcal for me was perfect, and for clean for him as well was perfect.
Yeah.
So I started to take temazcal almost every weekend, and I
Wow.
start to know that was my first time in temazcal. Like, wow, what is
Wow.
this? And
It's
he
very
walked.
intense.
Yeah, he walking like Camino Rojo. It's like a
red walk. But
yeah.
what do you mean?
But that mean like like the rainbow, like a tribe, the people like have the meeting in the rainbow, blah blah blah. And also there is one like Camino Rojo that the people call like falling steps to to get more experience or wisdom with the plants and all that
Ah,
stuff.
okay, okay. So it's sort
And
of like a tradition that he's following,
exactly,
something like that. Okay,
something like that.
okay,
And yeah, and there I started to surf. He
nice,
teach me to surf. That was
nice.
beautiful because I remember that he told me my shoulder is almost broken, so I feel a lot of pain. And today I'm going to finish with this, but you're going to start with this. And he teach me how surf. And I start to surf in a jump. I'm not professional, but I take one wave, two wave,
Waves, yeah, nice.
no wave.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was beautiful connection. And I start to try with San Pedro there. So I stayed there for 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from there, was it Vilcabamba or still more
From there, I I went to Guayaquil
Guayaquil? I'm sure you didn't enjoy that.
2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I left to Cuenca. I've
Okay.
been there for other 4 months.
Oh, okay. That's a good
Yeah,
good period.
Cuenca is beautiful. For
Yeah.
me, it was the beautiful city. It's other cosmopolitan. It's the
Yeah.
same. A lot of foreigners. For that, I like it. Because
Uh-huh.
you can see different culture. But I live in 2 months outside to the city in the mountains, and then other 2 months in the city. And after that, I come here for 2 months. That was my idea, and then continue to Peru. But
You stayed.
I stay here.
So what trapped you about Vilcabamba? What made you stay?
Yeah, my first days here, I remember that I saw one like a letrero,
A sign.
sign that said like, solo tienes 7 días,
Yeah. No, but say it. Say it.
para quedarte aquí para toda la vida.
Right. So like, come 7 days, stay for your whole life.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
Something
like,
like that. Yeah.
this is so funny,
Right. And that sign is still here, by
Yeah.
the way. Yeah.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I think that's something magic.
Yeah.
And took me like 7 hours for said I wanna live in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was it? What was the
Yeah, so I ride the Saturday, and the Saturday is the market.
the market's
organic
awesome.
market.
Yeah.
And I go in the market and I look at people and say, what is this? Like crazy people, like witches and brujos. What is this?
Yeah.
And I find one guy from that I met in Ayampe,
Yeah.
and he told me that we have a party, small party, few people, you wanna come? I said, why no? And when I arrive there in the party, I find more beautiful people.
Yeah.
And then they start to tell me like there are static dance, there are these things, there are these medicine dances. I say, wow, I wanna stay here more time.
Yeah.
And that was like the decision. I take the decision so fast, but I feel so great to take that decision. Yeah.
Okay. So what made you decide to go travel for a year?
Yeah, this is Vilcabamba. And Vilcabamba is so beautiful because it's like you can stay here, but you need to go out to Vilcabamba.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot,
Yeah,
a lot.
It's for such a like rural, slow-paced town. It's very intense.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
energy is like very intense. Yeah.
Yeah, we say it in Spanish, pueblo chiquito, infierno grande.
Well, right. So that's like, small town is hell. Like hell. Usually what they mean by that is just all of the sort of jealousies and relationships and people sleeping with each other and all that kind of stuff.
I say, what is this beautiful town? That's crazy. Yeah.
Right.
So for that, I start to feel like I need to leave. I need to leave. And I take the decision to leave, and that was good decision. Yeah, actually, because I try to take the decision like from my heart, not from my mind. Like start okay to feel. I need to leave. I need to where, and I need to start to thinking where. And I lived for 1 year.
So what was that like? Well, what were your travels? What were some of the cool places you saw?
Yeah, that was beautiful because I took the decision to go to Italy. I was like, okay, I want to learn Italian and I want to parlar Italiano. And I bought my ticket to Italy. and I ride to Italy. And when I ride there, I ride in Naples. And then Naples, wow, it's a lot of noises. That is heavy, the south of Italy. And like the other day, I take the train to the north of Italy, Torino,
Okay.
and I start to post photos in Facebook. Yeah, because in that time I don't use it Instagram. And when I start to post photos, my friend that I met here in Ecuador, in more like most here in Vilcabamba, start to write me, come to my country, come to my country, come to my country, and I say,
Nice.
wow, what is this? You know, that was like amazing, and everyone start to invite me to the houses and say, okay, I start to create a list. Okay, this guy here, this girl here, this was like more than 15 countries, and say, okay, I got to start to go to these countries, and I've been in 13 countries that in Europe and one in Medio Oriente, Middle East.
Middle East, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's like your life, because I'm learning as well. Your life for me it's such a testament to just like surrendering and letting go and just allowing yourself to be guided and led, and one thing will lead to another, and you'll
Yeah.
walk your path perfectly in that space. Because I didn't know that. Like, I thought okay, he went to Europe to travel and to go to all these places, but you didn't. You went to Italy. Very cool. Yeah, and it's such a testament too. I mean, you have all those friends because you got you're a good dude and you got a good vibe and people like you. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's amazing.
that's awesome. Okay. So what were some of your experiences overseas?
There?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I ride in Torino, I start to work with one friend in juggling.
Yeah.
Uh, so the people start to look at me and say, "Wow, Carino, it's a Carino," and start to like support me
Uh,
a lot. And with that, I start to like to save more money and say, "Okay, I save money." I thinking that I go to spend, but no, I go to save. I start to save, to save, to save. And I start to try like the culture, like the food, like the beer, and that was amazing. Yeah, the best beer. That was one thing that me tomó más mi atención, you know.
it got
Take,
your attention. Yeah.
yeah, the beer.
The beer.
Yeah, the beer from Europe was
Yeah.
amazing, you
Yeah.
know. And after that, so I've been in Switzerland,
Hmm.
and that was for me like other world. Totally other world. I mean, like for the because I've been in one town for the lakes. That was for me one like one the most beautiful experience that I had there because I saw like turkey rivers, turkey waterfall, like big rainbows, the mountains, you know, with ice, Alpes Suizos.
The Swiss Alps. Yeah.
Yeah, and other place that take me a lot of my attention was Greece. Greece, the people from Greece is so beautiful,
Mm.
so beautiful. Actually, I feel like I'm home with them. So they receive me so very well in the country. And in Germany, also I work in Germany.
Hmm.
That was one nice experience because I work in harvest grapes there.
Mm.
And I remember that my boss, he don't speak Spanish ni English, so he
Hmm.
speaks just German.
Hmm.
So we talking just with hands. And he
Yeah.
showed me, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to
Yeah.
do this. Yeah, so he teach me how make wine and then recollect the grapes, harvest the grapes and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So that for me that's the experience. So actually all the experience was amazing, but that was like a connect more with, you know, with the travel with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then, did you always know you were gonna come back to Vilcabamba, or did you decide to come back, or how did that?
Yeah, always when I start to travel, I try to sell all my things and nothing going to take me to come back, you
Hmm.
know. But something in me, I felt like, okay, I'm going to come back to Vilcabamba. I don't know when, just I'm going to live and surrender in the travel,
Hmm.
and let's see. But in winter, I never have that experience. Winter, in the winter time,
Right.
I feel like I'm monkey, you know. And it's so cold there, minus 10 degrees,
Yeah.
and for me that would not was okay, you know. I remember that I started thinking, okay, I'm going to Africa.
Mm.
That's hotter.
Right.
And then I said, I want to come back to my, like, not to my country, to South America.
Yeah.
And I started thinking and say, okay, I'm going to do this or this. And I start to look at the balance.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the decision to come back to Colombia. So for that, I come back first to Colombia to spend time in my country. And when I come back to Colombia, it was so different story because I felt more my culture. I felt more like my people,
Mm-hmm.
like, wow, this is my people, this is my food. I feel more connected, and that's beautiful because it was a long journey to reconnect with my city,
Mm-hmm.
with my country.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I come back here.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my last destination, Vilcabamba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know you're doing some personal training. So, if anyone's moving down here and you guys want a great personal trainer, Daniel's awesome. But is there anything? Well, two things. Is there anything I didn't ask you about that you want to talk about? And is there anything you want to shout out? Is there so you want people to follow you anywhere or anything you do that you want people to know about? I just want to give you the opportunity as well to do that.
Yeah, so do you mean like if you have something to the people who want to follow me or what?
Yeah, anything you want to let people know about. If not, it's fine. Just we like to give people that opportunity if they have something.
No, just I'm here in Vilcabamba, so it's that will be nice to know you, and to connect with you guys. And yeah, actually just that. I have Instagram just in case if you wanna talk more about, I don't know, different things. I'm open for that
Sure.
to explore,
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that I missed that you wanna touch base on, or you feeling good? You feeling complete?
I'm feeling complete. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm feeling so good.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time. I learned a lot. This was fun for me.
I love.
Uh, yeah.
One thing more,
Please.
yeah, actually, I would like to invite you, everyone, to the Ecstatic dance. So that's this other beautiful medicine for me as well, because the dance changed my life here.
Really?
Changed my life, yeah, completely.
How?
Sometimes we have like a fright to express ourselves,
Yeah.
And with that dance, Ecstatic dance, I start to feel more my body,
Mm-hmm.
like my expression
Yeah.
to do whatever I wanna do, to expressarme,
Yeah. Express yourself. Yeah.
express myself, and for that, that dance changed my life, and I understood that the medicine is everything, not just the plants, no, it's like
Right.
we have this conversation is medicine,
Yeah.
like we have beautiful dance is medicine as
Yeah.
well. To drink one tea and talking is also medicine.
Yeah.
So the dance showed me a lot of things like that. And when I arrived here, that was like my first week. I've been in the study dance, and I went every Tuesday, every Tuesday, every Tuesday, every Tuesday. And after 1 year or 2 year, 1 year and a half, something like that, I take the decision to start to play, no, with my mixer and to bring
Oh,
that
cool.
music
Yeah.
to the people. And that was more beautiful because I started to feel more medicine. Because when you create something to bring to the people, you feel the first, you are the first person that feel the medicine. And yeah, so I invite you everyone to come to Vilcabamba to enjoy this beautiful experience as well, the static dance, and to
Mm-hmm.
join us.
So that's Tuesdays, I believe. At what?
Every Tuesday 3:33.
3:33, right? Of
This
course.
is Vilcabamba,
Right.
of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. That's
And
great.
yeah,
So people show up at 5, or
what?
do people come at 5 then, or?
Yeah, for sure. They are so punctual.
Oh, they are punctual.
Yeah, for sure. But
Oh,
we
okay.
start actually at 4.
At 4, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. At 4 to retreat, the people start to come in to
Mhm.
ride, and then start to social media because this dance is without words. That's the most beautiful point because when you're talking, your mind start to enter to the
Mhm.
conversation, to the everything. But we don't talking, so for that we can express myself,
Mhm.
with that.
No, I've been like thinking I should go to ecstatic dance for multiple years, and have not yet. So maybe you'll see me there one day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Come. I'm DJ every 3 months. I'm DJ Peche, like.
Every
And
3 months.
so yeah, we play every Tuesday.
Yeah.
But every DJ play every 3 months.
Okay.
Because
So
we
there's
have a
there's a
space
lot
for
of,
like guest DJs also that come
yeah.
to the other parts to bring the medicine. And that's beautiful because we have the time to create the playlist. For me, it took me like 2 months, 1 month and a half to create the playlist because we need to connect with the music, with the intention. You know, sometimes I drink medicine like San Pedro or mushroom to start to create more, to feel more the vibration, like the melody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
No, I mean, it's definitely been an experience in my life to understand that all the little traumas and all the little things that we go through that affect us in our life get stored in the body. And there's a lot of ways, of course, to release that. But obviously, dance and that kind of thing is one of them. Yeah. So.
Checking.
Right. All right. Well, again, thank you for taking the time. I
Love.
appreciate it, guys. I hope you
Thank you.
enjoyed this. If you did, please hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm supposed to say hit the bell too. I don't know if that's really a thing anymore. But thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel right here. Check out our real estate channel right here for content that you will absolutely love. Click right here. And if you want to know how we got here, click here.